Darkness, our ancient enemy. Foretold by many they came, as the war mind warned us they would. They were confronted with fire, and when that failed, met with intrigue among the bones of Io's last monument to the light.
We are now into the second week of Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Stasis has been acquired, power gains have been made, and we've snagged ourselves some new loot. Although, maybe not quite enough. More on that later. The big story, though, is the buildup of the release of the raid. On Saturday, the doors to the Deepstone Crypt will be swinging open, where brave fire teams of Guardians will flock to have their asses handed to them. This week's reset also heralded the start of the Season of the Hunt, with an old face making a return. This emo-looking dude was once known as Prince Uldrensov, and he goes back to the early days of Destiny. With the events of Forsaken, Uldren played a leading role in the death of the fan-favorite Cayde 6, even though he was under the influence of Hive Queen Savathun.
My partner is gonna roll in here and kill every last one of you.
This is going to hurt. A lot.
With the murder of Cayde 6, Uldren's fate was cemented. He would die to pay for his crimes. Towards the end of Forsaken seasonal content, a big reveal happened in a one-off cutscene. Twist. Uldren was resurrected by a ghost. He officially became a Guardian. But with this resurrection came the complete loss of memory of his previous life. He was no longer Prince Uldren. As you can imagine, Destiny fans have been chomping at the bit for pieces of the story, and we finally have it with Season of the Hunt. As a new Lightbearer, the Crow has been taken in by Spider, the Shore's only law, and has become his main man for getting work done. And with the new season, you're officially teaming up with the Crow to take down a new threat, the Wrathborn. Xivu Arath, the Hive's god of war, has begun erecting an army of these critters throughout the system, and Spider wants them exterminated. The Crow is already skilled in hunting the Wrathborn and gives us a new tool called the Lure, used for the hunts. The Lure allows us to tailor our hunt to a specific loot, whether it be weapons or armor, with specific pools of perks of your choice. As we're successful in our hunts, we gain currency to level up reputation with the Crow and gain access to new options for kitting out the Lure. The hunts are fun and open up a whole new gameplay loop to target loot. Additionally, the first 2 Lure drops are considered powerful, so if you're grinding power level for the upcoming raid, then the Lure will give a bit of an edge. And yes, the raid. The big enchilada for Destiny 2's PvE community. The action starts at 10 a.m. PST on Saturday, the 21st of November, and takes place in the famed Deepstone Crypt, the birth of the Exos. Destiny raids have always drawn worldwide attention due to their difficulty and cool design. They're known for grand locations with exotic bosses that require coordination from all 6 skilled Guardians to be successful. The team to crack the code will be honored as the world's first in what has become a time-honored Bungie tradition that includes the fanfare of recognition and an actual champion belt. And as you can imagine, the hustle for world's first is very real this week. One requirement is to be at least 1230 power level. For the first 24 hours, the raid will be at contest level, which means any power above 1230 will be disregarded throughout the encounters. This creates an environment where most of the enemies are super lethal, and every member of your fire team has to be on their A game. At contest level, your build and choice of weapons become very important. Having plenty of choices ready to go is vital if you're diving in on day 1. But if all that seems too stressful, I do recommend at least tuning in to watch. Seeing the best players in the world getting one-banged by goblins is always a good time. Exciting times ahead in the Destiny universe.
Well done, Guardian. Remind me not to get on your bad side.